The first phase of the Otherworld event, guys, is coming to an end, and we gotta prepare for the Resurgent Dragon, the endgame boss. Unfortunately, they messed up our test servers, and we have no access to the endgame boss, so I can't really drop any guides videos on the boss till we don't get it available on our server, which will happen in 1 day and 16 hours at the time when I'm recording the video. Now, what we're gonna do in today's video, guys, we're gonna look at some teams based on the Chinese version and kind of like to give you a heads up to prepare to know kind of like what you need to do versus this boss. Now, in the past, you used to basically have to reach some milestones for the entire server to unlock the boss earlier, to gain the buffs, etc. Now, this boss will die instantly, okay? If you're on a strong server, you're going to demolish the boss in the first day. The boss has two different phases. One, the first phase, when he is at higher than 50% HP, and the second phase, when he's under the 50% HP. In order to give you guys the upper hand, you're gonna wanna attack the boss as soon as it becomes available to make sure you're gonna do enough damage before the boss goes under the 50% HP milestone, because the second form is harder. So you wanna get that upper hand advantage of using your runs as soon as possible, okay? That's the number one tip that I'm gonna give you. Then, basically, from doing the Chaos Shadow bosses and all that stuff, you're getting all of these rewards, but you're not getting the most important reward, which is the Echo of Clepsydra, which, of course, is going to be very important for your seasonal ranking, okay? So, the more you have of it, the better. Now, the dragon, the Resurgent Dragon, the final boss, will give you that, and it's going to be a very similar situation with the continental bosses that we had during the U-tier event, where you're gonna have to use 6 different teams versus this boss, and you're gonna have I think they're daily leaderboards, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're daily leaderboards, so every single day you're gonna earn more Echo of Clepsydra from there. So based on your goal in terms of where you're planning to kind of like rank during this season, you're gonna have to put in some work or don't really give a damn about it. Up to you, to be honest. But I'm quickly gonna show you a couple of different things. So we're gonna come back to this spreadsheet in a second. I actually went on to Jack's channel. Make sure you guys drop him a follow. I will leave the link to his channel in the pinned comment. Drop him a like as well. Basically, he does content on the Chinese version of the game as well, which is more or less kind of like they were the beta testers for us, to say it like this. And this is the end game boss. You're gonna have these milestones. You're gonna unlock some additional rewards from these chests. And if you are paying attention to the left side right here, you have a different chest. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him actually showcasing the rewards for what you're getting when you're dealing the damage. Like the leaderboards and all that stuff. I know he started there with the Temporal Vortex while he was doing his intro and stuff. But right here, I was not able to basically find the actual leaderboard, the rewards that you're getting from doing a lot of damage versus this boss. So this will be the Resurgent Dragon. In the past, we used to utilize the artifacts that were giving us ultimate energy to basically be able to decrease the stacks that the boss is bringing. But we're going to go over the skills in a second. I do have them available in my Discord as well. I'm pretty sure somebody posted them right here. There we go. So you have the rewards as well, and you basically have the actual skills too for the boss, okay? So this is the boss, and it has a lot of skills. You will require some slightly different teams, comparing them with the Continental Challenge bosses and stuff. Let me just actually put this in full screen. And I'm going to share with you some teams, okay? I'm going to show you basically what are the top teams on his server, plus Van Horn Gaming actually put up a spreadsheet together with some of the teams, which actually saves us a bit of time. We can actually check some teams right here too. Made by different people. There might be some teams from the past, from the old version of the game, so we're gonna have much better options. Yeah, this is from the past actually, but the whole idea is you need 6 teams to score as much damage as possible, and this might be the ranking rewards if I'm not mistaken. You're going to be able to get a lot of Echo of Clepsydra from here. I do not care about the Affinity Solvent because I already maxed my Psychic Ore, but some people might still need it. And as you guys can probably notice, you're going to be able to get in quite a few goodies, okay? But that being said, let's quickly check a bit some of the top teams on his server, okay? So it looks very, very similar with the Chaos Continental Challenge bosses, or however they're called, because they have tons of different names. You see the score looks very, very similar. So we have 1.6 billion, 1.5, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3 to basically get a crazy, crazy score. And these are some of the teams. You have this Frost team, for example. He's going to show gear. He's going to show tons of different things. But basically, Van Horn Gaming, I'm not sure if he took the screenshots from this exact video or he took them from a different video. But basically, he took the screenshots with all of the builds and put it all together in a spreadsheet. And I do want to give him a massive shout out for allowing me to use his spreadsheet in the video to share it with you guys to basically make a bit your life easier as well, because we have it all available right here. You have all the skills. This is something that I have in my Discord, a bit of more information, some damage trackers in terms of like team compositions, and you have some of the teams right here with gear, with builds, everything that you need. You can see the score. Now, assuming that the Psychic Core will be maxed, of course, some of the teams are like Mega Kraken teams, fully inspired. Some of them are not, and they still perform really, really well, right? And you have them for every single elemental affinity, because you will want to use 6 different elemental affinities in order to maximize your damage by using all of the exclusives if you have them available, by using the most powerful characters from each element, basically, right? So you have some of the Frost teams, you have the Rally, which you don't really have many options with the Rally teams, to be honest, but hey, they will still be able to push in some decent damage. Like this one, actually, with Hagio, Kalendor, Mithrasi, did pretty well, 284 million. I'm a bit surprised by that. Then you have the Dauntless teams right here. So what I'll be doing, guys, I will put the link to this spreadsheet in the pinned comment, so you guys can actually make a copy and check it out and use it like that, okay? I might have to basically switch off the editing option. I won't allow you to edit this, but I will allow you to copy it so you can have it. Because if I allow you to edit it, somebody might delete everything and the rest of you guys won't be able to get anything from there, right? And then you have the Wild. Once again, they are the top performers together with the Necros. They do a lot of damage. And then you have the Poison team as well, which seems to perform pretty well. 397 million on a Kraken team. And you have 237 on a non-Kraken team, but still a pretty whalish team, I would say. And Jern is in pretty much all of these teams. Pretty interesting, right? But that's basically what you need to know. Feel free to check all of the skills right here. It will debuff your entire team. So running resistance on your characters might be a very, very important thing. Running a character with high resistance, the support character, to basically enable all of your team to gain additional resistance from their talents is going to be very important again. And running the gear set that will allow you to heal your team when your character is going to get resisted. For example, I think I have it equipped on Elminster, right? So you have this set. When the weather successfully resists enemy-inflicted effects, heals all allies by 5% of the max HP. And this effect can trigger once every 10 seconds. Then, of course, if you're going at actual talents for a character like Elminster, if I remember it correctly, he does have this. No, he doesn't actually. So Elminster does not have the talent where he gives me additional resistance on the rest of my team. But I do have characters like, for example, Ogok. Let me see where he is. Ogok has this talent, you see. Adjacent allies gain 20% of the hero's resistance at the start of the battle. So that's going to be very, very important to have it on your support characters to make sure that your characters won't get debuffed and they won't desync because of the decreased speed penalty and all that stuff. That's pretty much all for this video. I just wanted to give you a heads up to kind of like make you aware of what this boss does. Now, this boss will unlock in 1 day and 16 hours, and you're gonna have 2 days break. You're gonna have a demo for 2 days, which will allow you to prep your teams, test your teams up, and have the final version ready to rumble as soon as the boss becomes available. Not gonna lie, I will give you my number one tip once again. I will set an alarm exactly at the reset so I can hit this boss in the very first 5 minutes of its release. That's what I'll be doing, at least for the first day, because after it drops under 50% HP, is going to be more difficult. So I want to have a much better placement, and that's because I am planning to be pretty competitive. My main goal is to reach, of course, top 20 this season, and it's very, very freaking hard because I am going versus some crazy people that have insanely stacked accounts, okay? Like crazy stacked accounts. Like look at the Temporal Vortex, 3 freaking billion, almost doubled my damage. And I'm a pretty big whale, I would say, as well, right? But that was all for this video, guys. Do not forget, I am hosting a guaranteed giveaway in my Discord. If you haven't joined just yet, make sure you guys come over to my Discord, and you're going to be able to enter it right here. Check out the rules section and everything else to unlock the channels and come in and get some free rewards. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.